Okay, we are live, and I am setting up my computer. Things are a little bit clunky. Looks like nobody is here yet, so that should be okay. Okay. Am I doxing myself? 1 second. There we go. Okay, so I am pulling up some of the recommendations and commissions from my most recent stream. Hello to anybody who might just be popping in. I'm looking for a link to Etsy. Hello, hi to the one person who's here. You caught me right when the stream started, and I'm just pulling up a quick little message regarding my first commission that I'm going to be doing today. Hello, hi David, hi Misi. Yeah, so I'm just pulling up some quick information on my end so I can start the stream. Sunny side up egg on toast. All right, cool. So I now know what the first thing I'm going to be etch-a-sketching today is. Let me also open up a second window so I can read the chat more easily while I stream. No worries. How's it going? Thanks for asking. It's going pretty well. Today's been an interesting day. I just wrapped up a client project. Not all of it, but a lot of it. And the hard part's done with. So that's kind of nice. I'm pulling up two more things. First, I'm going to mute that. And there we go. I like to watch my live stream on another monitor so I can read the questions more easily. Okay. So here we are, and how is everyone doing today? Got my handy water with me. I don't usually start a stream where I'm facing the camera, but I thought it'd be a nice little change of pace. It's actually pretty warm in here. I'm gonna take this off. Hello to My Chemical Romance. And to Leandro, well, I'm glad you found it. Hopefully you find it entertaining. For those of you who are not in the know, what I like to do is draw Etch-a-sketch requests live in front of the camera so people know it's not just Photoshop magic happening. So I'm going to switch my camera over in a moment, and yeah, we're going to start with our very first commissioned request. For those not in the know, I have a Etsy link in the bio of this video, in the description of this video, where if you are interested in commissioning me for a future live stream request, that will absolutely guarantee that it is fulfilled. Otherwise, I take them kind of, lackadaisically. I just kind of wing it and read comments that I like and then start etch-a-sketching them. So, okay, so right now I'm putting tape on the back of the Etch-a-sketch so that I can easily access or place it down. So, let me see some of these comments that just rolled in here. Hello, Anthony. I'm reading the comments over on this monitor here, which is why I'm not looking straight ahead. All right, and I do see some requests that might be coming in right now, but I am starting with the commission request first, so I'll be reading requests afterwards. I see, I probably support LGBT, right? Yes, yeah, I love rainbows, but also I support LGBT. And my pronouns are she, her, thanks for asking. And can you eat these earrings? No, they're not edible, they are plastic. Or resin, whatever. I got them in Japan. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to switch the camera over. It was nice to kind of show myself for a sec before doing so, and it might be a little bit clunky at first because I am working with a new kind of hybrid film setup. So to Loca, no worries, your English is fantastic, and yo puedo hablar español un poco, si prefieres hablar en español, es posible que puedo entenderla. I know a little Spanish, but hopefully it's enough to help out if you find that you're struggling with your English, which I think is great. So, okay, moving this down a bit. To Sunny, I don't take requests when I'm just about to start another one. This first one I'm doing is commissioned. So after I finish this commissioned request, I have one more to do, and then after that I open the floor to suggestions. So, okay, let me rotate this, and I'm going to flip my camera right now. Un poco. Tomé clases en colegio por 5 años y es muy divertido. Gracias. Okay, so let's move this Etch-a-sketch up here a bit. Guacamole es muy delicioso. All right, so we are starting the very first commission. I might see if I can zoom in just a little bit. Whoa, that's a lot of it. Yep, whoop. Here we go. Nice and big for everyone. Hopefully you guys can see this clearly. Whoops. I might tape down one thing quickly, guys. Thank you for everybody who's been patiently waiting. Well, tacos are yummy, so at least you know a yummy word. Okay, I'm taping down this thing back here so it doesn't wiggle around. Make sure we have a nice, steady live stream. I'm gonna put one more piece of tape over here. You guys are catching me in the troubleshooting phase of the live stream. You've probably seen a lot of reflections. Whoops, that's my necklace. Okay. I have this extra tape back here that I use to help keep things stable. Okay. Alright. To Leandro, I don't know. I don't know how YouTube works. It's a magical mystery place to me, so can't tell you why I only have 13 people watching when I got 32,000 subscribers. I can tell you that I got however many subscribers I got within the last year, and it's kind of been a whirlwind experience that I'm not fully familiar with, so yeah, honestly, every day on YouTube, I'm just winging it, guys. So the first request I had, right now I'm moving the stylus to the center, the first request I had is for a sunny side up egg on toast. That was a commissioned request, which I'm happy to fulfill. So I've started with my stylus right here, and I'm going to shake and erase the Etch-a-sketch. Well, let's see here. Okay. What are the rules of Etch-a-sketch? Well, I would like to think there are no rules, but let me explain very quickly. So, you turn one knob like this. This is the left knob, which makes the line go horizontal. You turn the right knob to make it go vertical. And you turn them together to create diagonals and curves and all that yummy good stuff. So, there's the very basics. Those are the quote-unquote rules of Etch-a-sketch. Now that I explained that, let's get around to doing this request. Okay, so let's set this back down right here. Okay. Oh, it's oh, okay, so it's like midnight there, roughly? Where is everybody from today? Where are you guys watching from? Just know that while I'm drawing, there might be times where I might be missing the comments, and I'm going to look over at that monitor that I set up. So it's a sunny side up egg. Let's shade in the yolk. Alright. To Loka, don't worry. Most people don't know how to draw things on Etch-a-sketch. I think that's the whole reason why I have a channel. Okay, so we've got a sunny side up egg. How do I want to do this? Okay, I want to make it kind of like that. We've got the yolk. There we go. I like it when eggs are kind of shaped silly like this, right? Hi, Nintendo Collector 55. Oh yeah, to Panda Safari, I am also in the Eastern Time Zone. I spent the last 11 years living in the Central Time Zone, but I was born and raised in the Eastern Time Zone, so I'm pretty familiar with it. Okay, so they wanted this on a slice of toast. So, for those just now tuning in, I'm drawing a sunny side up egg on a slice of toast as a commissioned live stream request. And anybody whose comments I may not be reading at this very moment. Once I finish this part of the drawing, I'll catch up on the backlog, so feel free to comment away. Just know that it might take me a moment to read it. Alright. Look at that. Look at that toast. It's making me hungry for breakfast. Maybe I'll do breakfast for dinner today. Okay. It's got a very bread-like shape, right? Okay. And what I'm doing right now is I'm darkening up these lines by going back and forth on the stylus, because as you know, for any of the Americans in the chat, your classic Wonder Bread has a nice kind of consistent dark crust around it. For the non-Americans in the chat, you probably have better bread than us and therefore would find this to be understandably underwhelming and inferior, which you'd be correct about, because American bread is, you know, it's kind of plain, but I still like it. Okay. Okay, so I think I have sufficiently thickened up these lines on our sunny side up egg on toast. So, to Panda, you're allergic to bread? Oh, does that make you gluten intolerant? That's what it is, right? You hate the plain bread. I know. Most people hate the plain. I like the plain bread. I'm weird. I'm your classic normal American. That's what I am. But I like, you know, after traveling a little bit, I understand other countries got bread better. So, let me catch up on some of these comments people have been leaving. Ooh, someone had ramen and Fruit Loops for dinner. That sounds like what I did for the entirety of college, so hardcore relate to that. Can I make it 3D like that bread? I can give it a little bit of a three-dimensional depth. Why not? Yay to DJ Joseph. Glad you're catching the live. I just started it too, so you will, if you stick around, I'll probably be around for a while too. Okay, let's give it a little bit of 3D depth. How about that? I'll kind of add a little dimension over here. There we go. Give it a little bit of a... I'm going to shade that. This is a very common shading technique I'm doing right now, where I use parallel lines as a means to communicate value. Okay. Look at that. Bam! We got the bread. Okay. And there we go. Okay, let me shade this now. Let's see what people are saying in the comments here. Ah, you have celiac disease. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear. I know that's it's a tough way to, it's a tough thing to navigate. And oh, looks like we got some people living near each other in the chat. Maybe maybe friendships can form today. And you never made it to a live stream. Well, welcome. How am I doing this on Etch-a-sketch? Well, once upon a time, I fell into a toxic vat of waste, and when I came to weeks later, I was in the hospital, and my hands were glowing, and I had this magical ability to draw on an Etch-a-sketch. No, I just was very bored as a kid. I was a very, very bored child. I would visit my grandma on weekends and was obsessively playing with this toy and inadvertently taught myself the master secrets, and now I am a grandmaster Etch-a-sketcher. Oh, it says my phone's getting warm. I should unplug it. One sec. All right. So that is the secret of how I do what I do on an Etch-a-sketch. I put in the hours. Oh, I just realized my phone's not fully... There we go. That's probably a little bit better. I'm going to scooch it, guys. It might make a noise. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay. So here we are. We've got our egg yolk on bread, right? Huzzah! Many thanks to the person who commissioned me to do this. Hopefully you were here for the live. If not, it will be archived. So hopefully you're watching it now either way. Okay. I am going to set this Etch-a-sketch down here, and I'm going to put another Etch-a-sketch up in a moment, because I have another request that was given to me. I asked the YouTube community to provide the next... Oh, I wrote stairs. That's a whole different thing. You thought I came from the magical lands of sketch. Well, that's not wrong. In fact, brief little aside here. I, once upon a time, was known as Princess Etch-a-sketch before legal came and yelled at me. But when I was Princess Etch-a-sketch, my full name on MySpace, which by the way, this dates me, my full name on MySpace was Princess Etch-a-sketch of the Land of Rubik's Cubes. So that is my full official title, which I have not used in over a decade. Okay, so I'm going to set this down here. I'm going to tape it down. And actually, for those of you who are watching right now, I asked my YouTube community through the community tab yesterday what I should draw on an Etch-a-sketch. I wanted to give one free request opportunity for those who saw that post, and the most upvoted post today was what was it? It was a self-portrait. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So let me start. I'm going to make it kind of quick and brief, you know, and I'm just going to kind of wing it. But I do have a mirror over here. In fact, let me show you guys. So here's the Etch-a-sketch. I'm going to zoom out. Whoa, not zoom in. Here's the Etch-a-sketch, and here is me. Hi. So I'm going to look at myself in the mirror, and then I'm going to draw on an Etch-a-sketch to fulfill that request for a self-portrait. Let me take a quick moment to check in on the comments here, since I see a few more have been rolling in. And let's see what we got. To anybody leaving any recommendations for what I should etch next? This is the second one in my queue of 2. After that, I will then open the floor to recommendations. So, all right. Yeah, it's a pretty wordy title, isn't it? Yeah, I never really... I guess I never really go out of my way to mention that full title, but that's what I came up with when I was but a wee teen. To think I'm almost 30 now, guys. All right, let me zoom in just a smidge more. Oh, I'm dragging my fingers across the screen trying to get it to okay, that's good enough. That's good. I already have created Among Us, Caber. If you go to my Etch-a-sketch videos here on YouTube, you can find my Among Us Etch-a-sketch. Okay, so I'm gonna start, let's see, I'll start right here. So here's the thing about Etch-a-sketch, wherever you leave the line last is where you begin next. So, woo. To Katie Suarez, I see your request, but I don't honor requests when I'm already taking care of a different one that was already predetermined. So after I finish this one, I will open the floor again to future Etch-a-sketch requests. And I appreciate everyone's patience as I fulfill other requests that have already been lined up in the queue. Okay, so just drawing an eyebrow. I'm gonna try to not be too detailed with this. It has been years since my last self-portrait. So I am a bit overdue. As artists, that is a very common, consistent subject matter that people like to do. It's a great benchmark of doing self-portraits like over the years is a really fantastic benchmark to not only notice how your skills might have improved or how your style might have changed as an artist, but also how you as a person have changed. Like, what you include in a self-portrait can really tell you a lot about who you are and where you were as a person. Like, self-portraits don't even necessarily need to be, you know, just a drawing of yourself. They can be representational of, you know, maybe things like a still life. That can be a self-portrait. Or it can even be like non-representational in every way, where it's maybe kind of like an expressionistic, minimalistic canvas kind of thing. So self-portraits can take many forms, and it's one of my favorite subject matters to see other artists try, because they can be surprisingly personal or surprisingly impersonal. It could be very, like this one I'm doing today, right now, is not necessarily very, you know, I don't think there's necessarily a lot of meaning in the self-portrait, but that's okay, because it can just purely be technical practice. It doesn't need to be anything else. Okay, so there's one eye. It's always nice to have a mirror that you happen to have on your desk ready to go for when you're fulfilling a self-portrait request. Okay, so we got one eye down. And here's the true the true challenge of every artist. You get one eye and you're really happy with it. So how's the other one going to turn out? Okay. And I got really quiet there for a moment because I was concentrating. Okay. I don't do a lot of like live portrait work, which I really should do because I like to draw people. To DJ Joseph, oh my gosh, that is like absolutely a problem that Etch-a-sketch artists face where you forget where you left the stylus off. Definitely a problem. Okay, I'm moving the mirror. Well, I feel like it kind of looks like me so far. That's cool. Okay, I'm drawing my nose. Yeah, I was quite surprised to see this was the most upvoted comment over on my one of my most recent YouTube community posts, that people were interested in seeing a self-portrait. And right now I'm working on my lips, trying to keep a neutral expression when I look in the mirror. It's a little quiet. Maybe I should put on some music. I gotta be careful about which music I put on though, because I know some of it will copyright strike me, so I gotta be careful. All right. So we got the facial details. Now we need the facial structure, huh? Okay. Okay, so now I have to retrace over the lines to get back to where I want to be. Right now I'm going up the bridge of the nose. Whee! Okay. And I'm going back over the eye. So I got some of my hair down, but I got a lot more than that. Trying to capture my facial structure right now. Hope everybody here is sufficiently entertained as I finish my self-portrait. For those who might have just now been tuning in, I'm working on a self-portrait by looking at myself in a mirror that's off camera. All right, this is coming along pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. I know that feel of living in a loud, busy city. I spent 3 years living in downtown Chicago, right in the loop, right in the heart of the city. I gotta tell you that ambulances, I don't even get fazed hearing them anymore because I heard them so often, every day. Things nobody tells you when you move to a city. Also, everyone's honking their horns all the time, constantly. They're not honking at you. Even if you think they might be in the beginning. They never are. Because you're not driving. Why would they honk at you? Okay, so we got some of my hair down. And I'm wearing this little headband right now. Hence the little bumpies. Let's see, I'm drawing them. There we go. Let me move the mirror a bit. There we go. Okay, so we've got 3 of the little 6 bumpies. Is there a model or size of Etch-a-sketch that is more difficult or harder on the hands? Absolutely. That size is the mini size, or, well, I guess we call it colloquially in the Etch-a-sketch artist community like the micro size. It is a tricky size to work with. And it's the size that's like the keychain size, or the world's smallest size, as many of you might know of it as. Okay, so now I got these little earrings. And I'm finishing this up in a moment. I gotta add my pigtails. You can kind of see my ear on this side. Let's add the little, I'm wearing these little lollipop earrings, for those not in the know. Okay, and oh, my one regret is that I didn't center myself in this Etch-a-sketch. And let's add almost done, guys. And then I'm going to open the floor to future commission requests. So I've got my hair in pigtails today. All right. Wow. Oh wow, thanks for the thanks so much for the donation. Yeah. That's to everybody watching right now, if you'd like to guarantee your commission request be fulfilled, that's one way to do it. I'll read over that commission request that you just made in a moment. Take a closer look at that. I believe it was Saitama from One Punch Man. I liked One Punch Man. I actually haven't finished it, but yeah, I'll take a look at that in a moment. And I'm almost done here. I'm gonna add just a little bit more hair, and then I'll call this self-portrait wrapped up. Definitely look rather serious in this, but I guess it's because every time I looked at my face, I adopted a more neutral expression. Alright, so that's me. Let me, let's see if I can kind of, here, I'm gonna, I'm gonna switch the camera over to a very unflattering angle of myself, so, one sec. Hi! Okay, so let's see if I can side-by-side this for a sec. That. And yeah, that's me. There we go. Self-portrait. Look a little more serious in this one. That's okay. Okay, so for the next one, I did just get a donation. And when it comes to accepting commission requests during live streams, donations tend to come first because they help me pay my bills, and I much so appreciate that. So let me switch the camera back. All right, now, poof. Okay, so let's move this camera back to where it was, and of course now it wants to wiggle forever. Don't be that way, camera. Woof. Now my camera's being a jerk. Don't be like that. Well, now you can see outside. Hi, everyone. Okay. I just had to loosen it up a bit. Here we go. Okay, so let's read through these comments, guys. I'm gonna grab another Etch-a-sketch. Let's see. Here's a. This one's a little bit hard to erase. Here we go. Here's an Etch-a-sketch for the next request. And yes, I see now Saitama, One Punch Man. And yeah, it's a very serious portrait. You know what, Katie, you said the number 915. That's the number of days since you're, I'm gonna do that right now, because that's a nice quick one, alright? And then I'm gonna do Saitama. But this one I'm talking is like less than a minute. So this is one I can really, really quickly honor. I appreciate that you've been sticking around. So yeah, let's do 915, alright? Let's zoom in just a hair more. Yeah, that way it's... Okay. I understand milestones better than anyone. I celebrated plenty of milestones with my boyfriend when we were long distance for 1,459 days from January 1st, 2017. Whoops. And this is when I found out my phone was not on Do Not Disturb. From January 1st of 2017 to December 28th of 2020. That is 1,459 days. So, alright. I have first-hand understanding of counting days and their significance. So, hopefully this little Etch-a-sketch here will help remind you of the significance of your personal anniversary that you're celebrating. Okay, so it's the days without a seizure. Awesome. Yeah, well, congratulations, Katie. I know that's a big deal. So very cool. Now I'm going to move on to the next request. That was Saitama from One Punch Man. And I'm pretty excited about that one because I haven't Etch-a-sketched Saitama before. So, alright, I'm going to move on to the next one. And in fact, aha. Here, I'll shake it a little more. Huzzah. Okay, so I'm moving the stylus right there. Okay. Let me set this right here. I'm gonna get a little swig of water. In fact, I'm taking off this headband. I love this little headband, but after about an hour, it starts to give me a headache. Cute though it is. Alright. I need to do a brief moment of Googling here to pull up a nice image of Saitama. So one moment, please. In the meantime, feel free to leave more comments. Tell me about your favorite video game. I want to hear about everyone's favorite video game in the chat. Okay, I'm pulling up Saitama. Okay. I found the classic OK image, like the comic book image, and I think it's perfect. I'm going to show you guys. There we go. I want to Etch-a-sketch that. This is like classic, and it'll work so well on an Etch-a-sketch. The only problem is there's no connecting line right there. So, okay. Ooh. I've never played Tetris, or never played Dead Space, but I've played Tetris a bunch. I've heard of Genshin Impact. And, okay. We're gonna center this Etch-a-sketch right here. And I've got my reference photo pulled up. Man, it's like so warm here suddenly. I'm gonna take another swig of water. Undertale. I own that game. I played about an hour and a half of it, and I really enjoyed it, and for some reason haven't played it since, so maybe I'm overdue. Ha! Overtale. Overtale, Undertale. Okay. So, Saitama, known for his blank facial expressions and a very bald head. We're gonna get a nice quick roll on this one. I even love that the lines are like basically already Etch-a-sketch. Okay, he's got a specific ear. I can respect that. Yeah, I have a lot of favorite video games. Most of them are probably Pokemon. I've been a pretty big supporter of the Pokemon franchise for the last 25 years, basically. Well, I guess, you know, since it made it to America. I was definitely in that first wave hype train. They got me good. They marketed to me perfectly. Hi, NASA! Good to see you. Oh, Windows 98 Solitaire? Now there's a deep cut. Well, maybe not a deep cut, but a classic cut. How about that? Okay, so we've got the head. It's got this shading going on, which I really like. You just joined. What are you watching? Right now, I am fulfilling an Etch-a-sketch request for Saitama from One Punch Man. Thanks for asking. Ba-ba-ba. Okay. Doing the shading right now on the side of his head. So he's got, let's draw the first eye. Saitama has such a specific face, doesn't he? These kind of dead eyes he's got. He looks so disinterested. I realized that I might need to fix the top of his head. Okay, we got one eye down. Let's add the eyebrow. Yep, I'm already feeling like I gotta fix the top of the head. Let's see what I can do. It's not supposed to curve that much yet. Let's see here. I'm gonna actually do this thing where I erase the very top. There we go. There's a life hack for you guys. You guys saw it here first. That allows me to fix that later. I'm not gonna commit to the top yet. Alright. Let's see, I'm reading some of the comments. Witchcraft, I know, it's witchcraft. Yes, the Etch-a-sketch animator. Will I ever show it on this channel? I would like to show it on this channel. I haven't done it yet, but that doesn't mean that I don't have plans to in the future. It's one of those things where I gotta like put batteries in it and fiddle around with it for a few hours so that I can like kind of produce something worth showing in video form. And I've only played with the Etch-a-sketch animator once before at a party that, you know, someone just had it and they're like, you should try this out. And it's very different from the Etch-a-sketch, which isn't a bad thing. But it's definitely something I gotta kind of like dip my toes in for a little bit before making a video. I'd like to do maybe first impressions, but I'd also like to create something like something cool, you know? Something that makes people feel like, wow, this was worth watching this video. Okay, so I gotta draw his mouth. There we go. There's his mouth. Did I know that all Etch-a-sketches are made in some part of America? Well, they're not anymore. They used to be. They used to be made in Ohio at Ohio Art. Ohio Art is the company that manufactured Etch-a-sketch for a long, long time. They manufactured it for like at least the first 40 or so years of production until they offshored it to China. And getting more of that shading down. I see what you're doing here, Lardy Cake. I see exactly what you're doing. You're referring to my mansplaining video, which, by the way, to everyone watching, never has a video had a more polarizing response on my YouTube. I lost probably around 100 subscribers from that video, for those not in the know. And I upset a lot of people when I made that video just by using the term mansplaining. I learned a lot about my audience that day, the hard way. I don't regret making that video. I was just telling a story, right? Like, that's all I was doing. I was telling what I thought was a mostly harmless story about a less than savory experience I had. And, you know, I didn't tell the whole story because I only had a minute. But for those of you who want to hear the rest of the story, the person who was bothering me and my sisters was like this old guy who was trying to flirt with us. And after we shooed him away, the proprietors of the establishment came up to us and were like, dude, we are so sorry that guy's been bothering you. We kick him out all the time. It's like, well, that sucks. Yeah. So, yeah, he was kind of a creepy guy. But I don't think all guys are creepy, you know? Just might as well put that on the digital record. I don't think I'll ever make an official response to that video, so this commentary I have right here is just about the best thing you're gonna get in regards to a response about that. Can't believe there was ever going to be a degree of controversy associated with my YouTube channel. Let's see what people are saying in the comments. Let me read some of this. My goodness, Loka, that's a pretty big thing. Confessing your love to your best friend? That's heavy. I wish you the best. That's a bold gesture. Usually hatred isn't the response to someone confessing love. Usually that's not the response, so. Okay, let's see. Why a short instead of a video? To Joseph Stalin. The Joseph Stalin, wow. So the reason why I do a lot of videos as shorts instead of full videos, mainly twofold. The first reason is because it's easy. It's really quick for me to whip up a quick video on TikTok and then upload it. I love that about TikTok because they have built-in editing features on their app, and it makes it so easy for me to just tell a quick story. I love that about TikTok. And by proxy, when I create videos on TikTok, they are eligible for YouTube Shorts, which is responsible for pretty much the entirety of my my audience here on YouTube. Almost everybody who's watching me today is entirely thanks to YouTube Shorts. So that's kind of a lengthy answer. So that's kind of the twofold reasons. One, I recognize that my audience follows me here because of my short form content usually. And two, because it's easy. It's really easy for me to tell a quick story, upload a quick minute-long video, and, bada bing, bada boom. Sometimes done is better than perfect. And if I put too much thought or time or energy into making a more long-form video, it often doesn't get done. Now, I'm trying to stop that by just allowing myself to make candid videos. So hopefully that helps to answer things. And, oh, to Misi Muez says, I can't say it. Thank you so much for the additional donation. I appreciate it. And that was also another Etch-a-sketch request that I received pretty, a few times, on the community tab. So an Etch-a-sketch and an Etch-a-sketch, I'm happy to honor that. Thank you again for the donation. I always appreciate that. And apologies if things are kind of wiggly. I'm gonna move this no, I'll leave it where it is, because if I can time-lapse these later, then all the more power to me. So I have an interest, especially in telling more lengthy stories, using YouTube as a platform for that, because it's the only place where I can make more long-form content, and I want to take advantage of that, you know? Okay. So I don't plan to go entirely short form, going forward. It's just been easier for me lately. Okay, we're working on that last eyeball. And he's got specific eyes, and they need to be at the same level. And they're kind of at the same level. Here's a pro tip for anybody drawing portraits. One of the easiest ways to tell if a portrait is off is if the eyes are not on the same level. Now, for a lot of humans, their eyes are not naturally at the same level, and that's okay. But when you're drawing things like cartoon characters, they don't usually go off the books like that. There we go. That's pretty close. I'm pretty pleased with that. So let's connect the rest of his head. How about that? And remember when I erased those lines earlier? You can kind of see the semblance of it right there. And it was definitely worth following through on, because as you can see, I undershot at the beginning of the drawing. And now it's more correct. I'm gonna... And the last thing I'm gonna do I want that speech bubble. I want that speech bubble. Where he just says, okay. Is it Doge or Doge? I just read that comic really quickly. Well, obviously I think it's Doge. Alright. I'm almost done with this one. See, you can get a lot of bang for your buck for only 2 British pounds. The next drawing's going to take less time, so... Okay. Speaking of okay. Alright, so I'm going to wrap this drawing up. I'm going to set it aside because I'll take a picture of it later. I'm pretty happy with this one. And the last request I received was, I believe, an Etch-a-sketch and an Etch-a-sketch, if I'm not mistaken. And, wow! You saw me on the Kelly Clarkson show. That's cool. Did they reach out to you after watching your videos? And what was my experience? So, I have no idea how they discovered me. A producer reached out to me. And, oh, here we go, guys. I'll show you guys the, how about we do the side by side for a sec. Let's move this here. So here's the, okay, haha. Yeah, a producer found me, reached out to me, I think on Instagram, and they asked me to put together some kind of like an audition video to show to Kelly Clarkson. She has a segment called Obsessed, and she likes to feature people who have, you know, a passion, an obsessive passion about whatever they do. And so I made a video where I was like, hi Kelly, I love Etch-a-sketch, and blah, blah, blah. They liked it enough, and then they arranged for a video interview with me. And that was particularly stressful because, let me grab another Etch-a-sketch. Here we go, I'll grab this one. That was particularly stressful because, actually I want to grab this Etch-a-sketch. I filmed that the day after I arrived in Colorado. And for those not in the know, in 2020, I spent 3 months living in Colorado with my boyfriend. So, man, I just can't find a clean Etch-a-sketch to work with, guys. I was living with my boyfriend in Colorado, and he picked me up. We drove across the country, and by we, I mean he. And I was the passenger, because I don't drive yet. But I'm looking for the perfect Etch-a-sketch for this request. Here's one. Here's one. And they're open after this one. So I got one that someone just paid for an Etch-a-sketch and an Etch-a-sketch. So we're gonna do the Etch-ception. So anyways, yes, I arrived in Colorado that very day before. I was not set up yet. I did not have an office yet. I just kind of like, I just kind of winged it, and it worked out. How many usable Etch-a-sketches do I usually have on hand at any given time? So I keep a bin right here, and I kind of grab the one that feels right. So I've got a lot right here. That's the short answer to that. I'd say however many are in here, like 50, but not all of them are like perfect, right? Like this one kind of, you can see the drawing I did last on it. They don't always erase well. So I need to grab one that works well for when I do live streams. Anyways, so let's do that Etch-a-sketch right here. So that's kind of the long or the short of how I got involved with the Kelly Clarkson show. I got a magical little email from one of the producers, and yeah. Okay, so let's draw that Etch-a-sketch and an Etch-a-sketch. I'm gonna take a sip of water. And how often do I replace the Etch-a-sketches? Good question. Typically I buy a bunch in bulk and then those kind of rotate out of the old ones. I can usually find use out of the old ones. So it's not all for I try to never have to throw one away, right? Like sometimes I can gut them for parts. But let's draw this Etch-a-sketch and an Etch-a-sketch. I'll draw this very Etch-a-sketch and an Etch-a-sketch. So this one has rounded corners. Okay. And let's draw the knobs. One knob. Two knob. Alright. And there's that. Can you be a mob and your name is Symbiashi? One second. Let me read the rest of that because I missed that comment. One moment. I wanna be able to read your name. Thank you again for the additional donation. I appreciate it. Oh boy. There we go. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but it is Symbianashi Musqui. And I'm sure I said that wrong still. I'm sorry. Can you be a mod? Oh, can you be a moderator for this oh, I see what you're asking. So I already have a moderator, who I'm not sure if they're here right now. But I do have a moderator for my chat here. With that said, I might be opening a Discord, and in that case, I will need moderators, so maybe we can open up that dialogue then. But if anybody's interested in a Princess Etch Discord server, let me know, because I've had people asking me now and then. Let's write Etch-a-sketch. E-T-C-H-A-S. Oh, I really had to squeeze that in, huh? Alright, and now that I've drawn an Etch-a-sketch and an Etch-a-sketch, whoop, that kind of got muddy there. Time to draw an Etch-a-sketch and an Etch-a-sketch and an Etch-a-sketch. Let's draw that. And an Etch-a-sketch and an Etch-a-sketch and an Etch-a-sketch and an Etch-a-sketch. It's probably where I have to stop. There we go. There you guys go. How can I use an Etch-a-sketch for parts? So, this is a, I can saw apart the Etch-a-sketch, I could pop the knobs off, I could switch the color of the frame, sometimes maybe the mechanics work well, but the glass is pretty used up, so I could switch out the glass. There's a lot of things I can do. You can gut an Etch-a-sketch and, you know, figure out ways to reuse and find other purposes for Etch-a-sketches. I've had Etch-a-sketches that one part of them was broken and another part wasn't, and I was able to Frankenstein them together. So there's my Etch-a-sketch and my Etch-a-sketch and my Etch-a-sketch and my Etch-a-sketch. All right. So let's see some of these responses. I see some comment here. Have I ever written a text on an Etch-a-sketch, took a picture of it, and sent it as a picture? I have, yeah. I've totally written notes on Etch-a-sketch. I've gone to stores, grabbed an Etch-a-sketch off the shelf, written a note on it, and put it back on the shelf for people to find later. And let's see here. Okay. Now I'm opening the floor to requests. I have caught up with all of my requests, so anybody who has one, I'm going to give it a moment for everyone to read them. I'm going to flip the camera so I can say hi to people with my face for a sec. Hi. Hi, everyone. This is not the most flattering angle of me ever, but, you know, it'll do. There we go. That's a little better. So, okay, let's see some of these comments. We got a few of them rolling in. I'm reading them on my monitor over here. We've got a rabbit with some hay in its mouth. A rabbit with a globe by it. The gnome from You've Been Gnomed meme. I'm not familiar with that gnome. A logo of something. Okay, that would be cool. There's a little check mark by your name, NASA. How did you get that check mark? I don't know if that's just in your username. I'm kind of curious. Okay. I don't know if I've, like, officially endorsed you as, like, a person in my chat. I don't know. That's cool. Tanjiro or Nezuko from Demon Slayer. I did no, who did I do from Demon Slayer? I did the one with the blonde hair. Whoever that is. Oh, an emoji. Okay. Oh, it's an emoji that you use. Got it. Yeah, you use the check mark emoji. I should use the little crown emoji more. Friday Night Funkin'. Not familiar. Does my Etch-a-sketch necklace work? It does work. Yes. In fact, you can probably see the remnants. There, you can kind of see a star there. Maybe not. Yeah, but it does work. Let me. There, you can see that line I just drew. All right. Very unflattering angle of me. And my Mario Kart main. So you want me to draw Yoshi? All right. Okay. I'm gonna read what the comments that just came in now, and I'm gonna see what people said. A cat. Nezuko. What's the poster on the door? Are you talking about back there? That's a Sailor Moon poster. But there's nothing on the door. Oh, cool. I just got a paid request. Okay, so first I'm gonna take one free one, and then I'm gonna do that paid one next, because I want to make sure to be able to do at least one free request. So yes, I'll start with the free request, and then I will I'll do that paid one. I would be happy to do Robert Ripley. That'd be really fun. So okay. Okay, I'm reading the comments, and I want it to be something I can easily Google, and I kind of want to just close my eyes. Okay, I saw Sephiroth. I'm gonna do Sephiroth. Sephiroth sticks out to me. That one sounds fun. But I'm not done with the stream by any means, so I'm gonna plug my phone back in, just to make sure it still has a bit of juice. Okay. Where's my little... Okay, flipping my camera. We're gonna do a quick Sephiroth, and by quick I mean basic, so that I can make sure to have time for future requests. So I'm pulling up an image on my computer here. One moment. I know Sephiroth has a big sword. Okay. I'll draw this image of Sephiroth. There we go. I'm gonna show you guys the image. There we go. We got some moody Sephiroth right there. I think it'll work well on an Etch-a-sketch. And let's get to it. I'm gonna zoom in just a bit and find an Etch-a-sketch to work with. This one here. No Face would be fun too. I kind of like that one. Whoop. Zooming out, zooming in, zooming out, zooming in. Okay. Let's tape the Etch-a-sketch so it doesn't wiggle everywhere as I work. Oh, yeah. Smash windscreen. Okay. Here we go. Where's the stylus? It's down here. Okay, so I want to start right around here. Yeah, the smash windscreen for Sephiroth. I need to... I don't think I've ever actually played Sephiroth in Smash before. Okay, let's focus the Etch-a-sketch. Alright, that's good enough. Let's do it. So, I'm saying quick Sephiroth. This is going to be a very kind of sketchy, Etch-a-sketchy Sephiroth. Ooh, wait. Etch-a-sketch Sephiroth. Ooh, that's almost a tongue twister, guys. Etch-a-sketch Sephiroth. Etch-a-sketch Sephiroth. Etch-a-sketch Sephiroth. It's like toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. He's got very specific hair, huh? Have I ever Etch-a-sketched? Have I ever dropped an Etch-a-sketch I want to keep? I never... Yes. Oh, yeah, I have. Sorry, I'm trying to read other comments. To anybody, I think I just saw someone drop their Discord info. I don't know my Discord username, but anybody who wants to contact me through, like, Discord or whatever, I suggest you just contact me through, like, my email on my YouTube account, and then we can exchange Discord deets from there. So, not very helpful right now, but my hands are, as you can see, a little bit full. Okay, so we've got some moody Sephiroth hair. Très fabuleux. Okay. Okay. So we've got that. I got really quiet because I started focusing. Yeah, who's everyone's main in Smash? Let's talk about Smash Bros for a sec. I'm like intrigued by that information. I feel like it tells me a lot about you, you know? You know, I only ever played Final Fantasy 1 and 2. And I guess a little bit of 14. I'm reading some of the comments. I'm catching up on comments right now. Yeah, you can't even type it fast, much less say it. Dr. Mario is awesome. Yeah, Dr. Mario is a fun. My friend Patrick played a lot Dr. Mario for Smash. Mario's classic though. And Toloka, wow, I can't believe you've been having this dialogue during my live stream. It's pretty intense. But I don't know, maybe they just haven't responded yet. I like playing Pac-Man sometimes. And to Violet the I haven't played any of those characters. I like to play I like to play Yoshi, Pikachu with the party hat. It's gotta be the light blue Yoshi, and I like King Dedede. Those are my plays. Those are who I play, and I had a lot of fun. Okay, we're gonna draw that other Sephiroth eye. This is a little bit of a derpy Sephiroth, guys. This is what happens when I draw fast. You get a derpy Sephiroth. Okay, let's see if I can, yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Okay. He's got more hair. He's got some beautiful hair, guys. And armor, very important for battle. All right. And he's got an ear. Ears are very important for hearing. I personally prefer to hear through my ears. It's my favorite thing to do with my ears. Okay. He's got a collar that looks very nice. This is a distinguished man, Sephiroth. Probably not one to be trifled with. Kind of looks like Link right now, the way his hair is. Close enough, .jpg. Yep, close enough. This constitutes as a close enough .jpg, absolutely. I think he looks more like Link because he's like a little happier looking than Sephiroth. Okay, let's finish up that armor here. And all right, it kind of looks like this is like Link's cap from the animated series, you know? Excuse me, princess. Let's see if I can fix that just a little bit. Trying to zoom fast, you know? But at what cost? drawing the rest of his hair. Okay. Okay, we got our Sephiroth. Bam! He looks a little, he looks like your disappointed stepmother. I don't know why. He's just got disappointed, aging stepmother vibes. Like, she's done with your crap, you know? She's got no patience for you. She just wants to send you off to boarding school. Yeah, Sephiroth, hella sus. The Stonks Guy meme was added to Fortnite. Nice. I like Stonks Guy. Can't go wrong with Stonks Guy. So, I have a queued up request right now for Ripley. Robert Ripley. So, I'm going to draw that on this Etch-a-sketch because it'll be really easy to work with this Etch-a-sketch. And got my starting point. Have I ever had to say no to an Etch-a-sketch request from a client? Yeah, I'll turn down requests. Doesn't happen very often, but there are just things that maybe, like they don't want to pay me enough. That's the big one. And, you know, stuff like that. That's usually the main culprit. People are pretty respectful overall, usually, of, like, things that they request me to do. I'm gonna look up a picture of Robert Ripley, one moment. Why is my keyboard 3 miles away from my body? Okay. All right. I'm looking for, oh, I found a good picture. I'm going to use this one. This one right here. I like that picture. It's a good picture. That's the image I'm going to use as reference. And I have the knobs like this because I had it matching my Nintendo Switch, I think. I don't know why they're still like that, though. And, okay. Let me get my Etch-a-sketch all situated. Yeah, 3 miles is way too far away from my keyboard when I need it. Okay, I'll start with the hairline, because where the stylus currently is, it kind of works. My Etch-a-sketch is a bit dusty, eh? But yeah, is everyone here having an enjoyable day/night, wherever you happen to be? The sun is beginning to fade away just a little bit here, but I'm like on the very east coast, so it'll get dark here first in the US. Drawing hair, drawing hair. There we go. It is Friday night. I wonder if I should do something for the weekend. I've got work to do for the weekend. That's what I'm doing. I've got commissions to make permanent. Fun times. There's a small queue of permanent work that I need to take care of. There's no email in YouTube. So if you go to the contact me, there should be a link to my email, which is it is jane@princessetch.com. Or if you just go to my website, princessetch.com, it's also got an email link there. So hopefully that helps you out. Or you could just email my Gmail, which is my PikaJane37. Pika as in Pikachu, Jane as in Jane, 37 as in my favorite number on the planet, @gmail.com. Those are some ways you can find me. Let me read some of those comments that are coming in. Oh, I got this weird glare on this screen. Sometimes the plastic on the Etch-a-sketch is just kind of warped in weird ways. So let's see some of these comments that I'm missing. I'm going to read them. Can you doodle on an Etch-a-sketch? Sure. The drawing hair song is classic. Yeah. Maybe do something from Broadway sometime. I did an Etch-a-sketch once of the logo for whatchamacallit, Hamilton. Everybody's working. Yeah. Oh yeah. Everybody's working for the weekend. It's not partying, yeah. Have I ever Etch-a-sketched a Rubik's Cube? Yes! Okay, brief pause. This is relevant. I'm gonna flip the camera for a brief moment and get right back to this drawing, but let me, one moment. Grabbing this. Not only have I Etch-a-sketched a Rubik's Cube, but you are talking to, I'm gonna stand up, the person who made the decal for the official Etch-a-sketch Rubik's Cube. I actually Etch-a-sketched this. This is something I made, and I got to collab with the company, so yeah. But I've also Etch-a-sketched somebody solving a Rubik's Cube. I'm really into Rubik's Cube. It's not even a shirt, it's a dress. Let's see if I can. I don't want to move my camera too much. So okay, I'm flipping it back. But it's got pockets too. I love this dress. Okay, let's get back to the normally scheduled programming. Okay, I'm gonna go back to that image of Robert Ripley. Yeah, pockets, right? That's the that right there is living my best life. Okay. Drawing an eyebrow. An eyebrow. This Etch-a-sketch works like a charm. This is one of my favorite Etch-a-sketches to use, like during live streams. It works so well. Allows me to get into these like deliciously intricate details. This is a serious man. What do we got in the comments here? What does the company of Etch-a-sketch think of my videos? I hope they've seen it. They're pretty supportive. I don't really get a lot of feedback from them about like my social media stuff, but I know they like it when I, you know, gain followers and have a bigger audience because they recognize that I'm promoting their product all the time, every day, just by using it as my canvas. So yeah, I think they're pretty supportive, but they don't necessarily like comment on specific videos or anything like that. This one time, here's a weird Etch-a-sketch story. So a few years ago, there used to be an actual like official Etch-a-sketch Instagram account, and I got my wisdom teeth pulled. Speaking of wisdom teeth, I know William's in the chat. I got my wisdom teeth pulled in 2017. No, I was 26 years old, so yeah, it would have been 2017. And there's a very, for those wondering what I'm doing right now, there's a very harsh nose shadow in this photo. So I really wanted to capture that nose shadow. It seemed important. Anyways, so I got my wisdom teeth removed in 2017, and I posted a picture of me, like, suffering, you know, because I was recovering from surgery. And the Etch-a-sketch Instagram account messaged me, and they're like, "Hey Jane, we just wanted to wish you a speedy recovery after your wisdom teeth surgery and hope all is well." And it was just like, my gosh, Etch-a-sketch, thank you. It's like such a sweet, unexpected gesture, you know? I was legitimately touched. Like, the Etch-a-sketch account came to check in on me with my wisdom teeth. Like, I had friends who didn't come to check in on me. Here, I got a toy checking in on me? It doesn't get better than that. Alright, so we've got his mouth. Now I'm gonna go back up north. He needs another eye. Ripley was not known for having one eye. He was known for a lot of things, but not for having one eye. Alright. Oh, I'm glad to hear. I'm so glad to hear that you're doing a lot better. Cause I know what that's like. That wisdom teeth recovery. It can be a little bumpy for like a week or so. It took me over a week to really recover. Do I have beef with Kevin E. Davis? No, no, we don't have beef. Why do you ask? I feel like that's a leading a loaded question. Um, Kevin and I, we get along. Kevin, are you still here? Do we get along? Kevin, for those not in the know, Kevin's another Etch-a-sketch artist. We've known each other for a billion years at this point on internet. Like, in regards to internet time, we've known each other for an eternity. Do I support the LGBTQ community? Oh, yeah, absolutely. 100%. I feel like people ask me that probably because I wear rainbows a lot, and that's valid. But yeah, I totally support. No reason to not support. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Always good to be an ally. Working on the face. Draw over the whole Etch-a-sketch canvas so the full thing is black, then shake it to make it all disappear. That would be satisfying. I've thought about doing something like that, but it's usually a lot of work. It takes a long time to scrape all that powder off the Etch-a-sketch. But maybe I could do that with an Etch-a-sketch that's kind of dying, you know? That's a good way to get use out of it. Okay, I'm working on... There we go. It's 7:19. Wow, I've been streaming for like an hour now. I'm drawing the ear. I gotta finish that hair, huh? His hair is dark. Okay. I'll warn everybody after this, I'm probably only going to do one more drawing because I'm getting hungry for dinner. Right now I'm drawing Robert Ripley, which was a paid request that just came in at about, I don't know, 15 minutes ago or something. So I'm working on this Etch-a-sketch drawing of Robert Ripley, and I'll show a side-by-side when I'm done. I think I don't think I really captured his likeness perfectly, but I did okay. I mean, it's undeniably a portrait of a man. So at least I got that part right. Now I'm kind of working more quickly to... I like that he wears a bow tie. Very classy. I like bow ties. Draw what's for dinner. I don't know what's for dinner yet. I could draw a question mark. Kyle, my boyfriend Kyle and I, we were gonna discuss dinner, because we hadn't yet figured out what we were gonna eat tonight. It's Friday night. Maybe we'll get takeout or something. I don't know. All right. Okay. There we go. Bam. So there's the portrait, and I know I didn't get it perfect, but I'll show you guys what I was comparing with. I can see like discrepancies in the like proportions, which is interesting once I'm done. Yeah, believe it or not. Ooh. So here's the portrait, and it's not, you know, not too off, but you can see little discrepancies. Like I see where I could have made some changes, but overall, hey, pretty happy with it. So, thanks for the request. All right, one last request, guys. One last request. I'm gonna read the flow of comments and then pick one at random, because that's what I do with my free requests. I'll say I want my last request to not be a person, because I did 2 people today. One of me and one of... actually, I did 4. I did 4 people. Oh, look at all these comments coming in. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. NASA logo, that'd be fun. That's a little detailed, though. I'm kind of feeling lazy now. Maybe something simple. Give me something easy, guys. You guys are... Oh, the father in F is for family. I want to do like a free request. I appreciate that. I could do that for a future request. Email the link. So I can honor that for a future stream. But I want it to be something like simple for this one. Now I've done Kermit before. But I do like frog. I'm getting a lot of frog. Frog. I'll do a frog. I'll do a frog. There we go. Froge. That's like the artisanal way to say frog. We're gonna do it on this pink Etch-a-sketch here. So we're gonna do a frog on a pink Etch-a-sketch. And you know what, guys? I'm gonna make up a frog. I'm not even looking at a picture of a frog. We're going off the books, guys. We're going off the grid. It's gonna be crazy. I'm moving this a little closer so that I can Froge coin. Okay, so we're drawing. Where's the stylus? I gotta remember what a frog looks like, though. Let me think for a moment. Okay, you guys are about to see my interpretation of what a frog is. This is gonna be rough, guys. Make sure to judge me immensely for what I'm about to do. I only expect the harshest of criticism. So we've got that, and then, like, frogs have, like, eyes up here. And this one's like a chill frog, right? Like, this frog is just chillaxing on their lily pad. Like, it's been a day, you know? They're a little downtrodden. They didn't really get a lot of dragonflies with their frog tongues. So they're kind of just, like, chilling. Maybe I wasn't planning to make a sad frog, but this frog is a little bummed, you know? He really wanted a dragonfly, and he didn't get one. So he's a little sad. Look at that sad frog. And he needs nostrils, which for some reason are like way up here on the frog. Like, they got no business being that high, but that's where I think a frog's nostrils go. So, you know. Now, frogs got these, like, killer legs, right? Because they're known for hopping. Have I heard of Gudetama? Oh, yeah, I know Gudetama. Gudetama's pretty cool. The lazy egg. There we go. I had to refocus the Etch-a-sketch. So, frogs got cool feet, though, right? Like, they're kind of like that. There we go. And maybe his hands are like tinier. Is that how it works? Probably not. But it's how it works in the world of Princess Etch. Frogs are just bequeathed tinier hands. Maybe that's why he's sad. You know, he might have wanted bigger hands, but he's just not getting them today. This frog's not getting anything he wants. He wanted to eat a dragonfly, and it just wasn't happening for him. He wanted bigger hands, and they just weren't bequeathed to him. Yeah, this is existential crisis frog. We were expecting a fun little, like, casual frog drawing experience, and what we got instead was a frog that's questioning every motive in his life, you know? This frog is, it's going through some stuff, you know? He just lost his job at the lily pad sitting place, because that was his, you know, that's what he was supposed to do, but then the lily pad sank in the water, and so it's just on hard times. Hard times, Frog. Kyla, you just got a shout out. You were lucky that I happened to look at my phone the moment you asked. You got your dream job today. Holy moly, Mr. X. You can now donate dollars to my TV show? Hot diggity dog! Well, right now you're tuning into Depressed Frog doesn't have anything he wants today and just wishes he could catch a break. So you're tuning into a pretty specific show. Okay, so but the good news though is that Frog discovered another lily pad. So he's got that going on for him, you know? It's not all bad. It's just he's just having a bad day. This all's happening. Frog's just having a bad day, but he's not having a bad life, and his tomorrow's hopefully going to be a better day. So, there you go. There's my frog. I'm pretty happy with it, you know? I didn't really remember how frogs looked, so yeah, he's just trying his best, you know? And thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the donation. I'm gonna switch the camera over to my face so I can chat with you guys for a sec a little bit more. He's sad because I drew him poorly. Ouch! Frog is just trying to get by, okay? You know? He's just trying to live his life, man. Like, he can't help that his hands are so small. Like, I don't know how to draw frogs, guys, so. Okay, let me switch over. Switching the camera. Okay, hi everyone. I'm gonna put on there it is. Haha, you can't even see it. There we go. But yeah, thank you so much to everybody who tuned in to today's live stream. Definitely impromptu. For those of you who are just tuning in now, I can show you what I've been doing. I drew this was what I started with, is a sunny side up egg on toast. So I started with that. Then I don't know if I think I erased something that I drew today. But I drew Saitama saying okay. I realized this is flipped, so sorry for that. But I drew Saitama, and I drew myself. I got a self-portrait request through the community here on YouTube. And, oh, it's not flipped? Okay, it's only showing it's flipped for me. That's good. Okay. So, yeah. The self-portrait. And then I drew Robert Ripley. Right here. Ta-da. And then I drew a kind of derpy Sephiroth, who kind of looks like a judgmental stepmother. And I drew Etch-a-sketch. So we got an Etch-a-sketch, an Etch-a-sketch, an Etch-a-sketch, an Etch-a-sketch, an Etch-a-sketch. You know, that kind of thing going on. And then the last thing I drew just now is a kind of depressed frog who, you know, just needs to forget his troubles. So, yeah. That's what I drew today. It's been a pleasure doing this stream with you guys. Thank you so much to everybody who's been sticking around. Hopefully you found entertainment from the stream. And I'm going to read some of the comments. I know I missed a bunch because I was working on stuff. So let me move my monitor over here. I'm going to read some of what people were saying. I'm glad that this was a pick-me-up for you to the piano soloist. Yeah, I hope to make people's day better by just having fun and drawing on an Etch-a-sketch. That's the best thing that I could ask for, is by bettering people's days. What time is it here? It is, good question. It is 7:31 here, so 7:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the best piece, yeah, they are a great frog. They really are, you know? He looks sad, but he's trying his best. You know, he's trying his best. And let's see. Have I been able to get the vaccine? So I haven't talked about that, but yes, I have. I got my second shot in early May. May 20th will be my first day of freedom. So that's pretty exciting. Otherwise, I'm still kind of living a hermit-like life until I'm fully vaccinated. And how are you? You're pretty cool looking. Thanks, Jules Andrews. Thanks a bunch. I appreciate it. If you're not aware of what I do, I'm an Etch-a-sketch artist, so I was drawing on an Etch-a-sketch during my stream today. So I drew Saitama and a bunch of other stuff. So, no frog. What about no frog? Anyways, I know I'm reading comments like after I say things, so they're coming in delayed. I'm gonna check on some of the last comments. I'm scrolling up. Doesn't look like I'm missing too much of what people say. If there is anything that I happen to have missed from anybody during the stream, my apologies. I do my best to interact with people. I hope you guys have been sufficiently entertained, and... Oh, my phone is ringing. Stop that. That's my sister calling right now. I'm going to decline that call. Where did I get the dress? I got it from Target last year. It was part of their Pride collection. So, yeah, hope everything is good. You're doing watercolor art. Very cool. Yeah, I'm all about supporting other artists. So yeah, feel free to check out my channel to anybody who's just popping in and have no idea what's going on. I'm an Etch-a-sketch artist is what I do. So have a lovely night to you too, Laura, and to everyone else. I'm probably going to do a late night stream on TikTok tonight. I've got the same username there, @PrincessEtch. So if you want to catch me on a vertical stream, I'll be there probably later tonight. If not later tonight, then this weekend. So thanks again to everybody, and take care and have a good rest of your day/night. Bye.